Ladies and gentlemen, back to amateur kickboxing and making his way to the cage, Terrell Ursery.
All right, so Terrell Ursery, he is fighting out of MCS. Now, MCS has been on again and off again.
They're back.
But the original trainer, Jarrett Block, is, again, he had closed his doors here during COVID, which a lot of people did.
Sure.
They opened back up. He was coaching a little bit. I think he was helping out a little bit of a little bit of every gym, like SCMMA, Wolves Den. He was helping out. He was kind of helping out just the fighters, so each fighter individually. Like I said, Terrell's a big boy, but he doesn't move like a big boy. He's pretty fast. He loves to throw hands. Always smiling, always happy. But yeah, he's deceivingly quick.
If MCS is back, the toughness is back.
Yes.
They always brought the fight. Even if they were outdueled in skill, they would will their way to win. They didn't care. They would find a way. They are tough as hell. I'm excited to see them back. And their first product, like official product, back on NFA.
And Jarrett's a better coach than people give him credit for.
Oh, absolutely. He studies. He does all his work. I'm glad to see him back.
He's helped out a lot of guys that aren't even his students. That very good mitt man. Like I said, I don't think he gets the credit he deserves.
People are excited for this kickboxing match, and that's our next competitor. Jordan Brackins makes his way to the cage for our second kickboxing match of the evening.
His opponent now making his way to the NFA cage, Jordan Brackins.
Not like us, he's coming out too.
Like I said, big boy.
Big fella, boy. Jordan Brackins. Where'd you find him, Lance?
So he's actually from Lansing, Michigan. He's moved down to Missouri. Hit me up. He wants to go pro. He has a very good MMA background. He's 6'3". He wanted to do a kickboxing match before he started testing the waters for pro. Asked me about any kickboxers. I had Terrell. Again, hit Jared up. Jared's like, let me look at him. He has a lot of experience in MMA, but then he came back and said, no, you know what, let's do it. And so that's kind of how it came about.
Took the challenge. That's what it's all about. Jordan Daddy, any thoughts on this matchup? I know it's not exactly your forte, but I know you've got a feeling.
These are some big boys.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see some power here out the gate.
Yeah. I think we're going to see it right out of the gate. I think the crowd's going to be rewarded, and I think we're going to see some fireworks.
6'3", listed in MMA, so he does have a winning record. And just move down here, he's going to find a home. 34 years old, that's right in your prime, really. 32 to 34. For heavyweights, they say you can go a little bit longer for your prime. While he's listed as 0-0 there, that's just kickboxing. He looks the part, for sure.
Sorry, gentlemen. Apparently I'm the popular kid at the cage side right now.
Well, when you got good fights and good people all around, that's what happens.
You're popular here, too.
Well, thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. Like I said, if you can tell by the weight, both big boys. So, but yeah, Jordan moved down from Lansing, Michigan to Bell City, Missouri. So he wants, got to get to some of the local promotions.
All right, we'll throw it to the cage to kick things off.
Fight fans, this bout is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds of amateur kickboxing in the NFA heavyweight division. Brought to you tonight by HKA USA, the official glove of the NFA. And now, introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. This American kickboxer stands 5'9", weighed in 262.2 pounds. He holds an amateur kickboxing record, 1 win, 2 defeats, representing Modern Combat Systems. Fighting out of St. Louis, Missouri, Terrell Ursery. His opponent across the NFA cage, fighting out of the red corner, is American kickboxer standing 6'2", weighed in 268 pounds. Tonight, he's making his amateur kickboxing debut, training independently, fighting out of Bell City, Missouri, by way of Lansing, Michigan, Jordan the Bully Brackins. Your referee, the Dwayne Best.
I'm going to blow their cover right now. They be mean mugging, but these are two of the nicest men you can meet.
That's usually how it goes.
Giving it up. I was about to say this looks like a version of Pereira and Khalil Roundtree, which was just announced for UFC 205 for the 205 title.
Yeah, I'm exposing them. They're both nice.
Ursery stalking. Ooh, counter right hand by
You see what I mean? Look, Terrell is really fast for his size. Jordan doing a good job of keeping. Oh, nice knee. Jordan doing a good job of keeping him away with that his left arm.
He ate that knee to the face.
Both men are very calm though. They got a hard matchup to follow.
Really did.
I think they're up for it.
Yeah, they're throwing a lot of strikes for heavyweights for sure.
I was about to say too that don't have to tell them twice to come forward.
No, they don't. Terrell Ursery is just bringing the fight forward too.
Terrell might want to start blocking though. He's kind of eating them flush. He's eating a lot of them.
It's the second knee that's come right up the middle. The first one looked like to me it hit in the face, but it was in an area where a ref couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
But he ate it and kept going.
Yeah, Terrell's definitely showing his chin off. But at least by sound, it sounded like Jordan hits pretty hard. That first right hand he threw really popped. Almost like he was throwing mitts.
30 seconds, Jordan!
Will we see a second round?
Jordan kind of turning his back there. Terrell stalking. I'm not sure. Oh, nice knee again. Oh, and again.
Brackins is showing experience, though, because he's not getting overwhelmed by this. He still looks composed. That knee is really landing for him.
You know, like I said, he is 0-0 in kickboxing, but he's 6-3 in MMA, so he does have combat sports experience.
He definitely looks composed.
Yeah, and he's staying really calm. Look at
really
that.
Good first round.
A little bit of eyeball talk.
Tough first round. We'll see where the energy lies after.
Both men look
break.
like they're. I mean, even Terrell's looking. You know, he's not breathing too heavy.
Very entertaining first round.
If you're at home watching, we appreciate you checking out the pay-per-view. We do this each and every fight. NFA 18. It's a day break. Break in the action. NFA 18 is presented by Kind Goods. We're live at the Armory in St. Louis, Missouri, in Midtown.
All right, Chris. I'm expecting a little more out of you. This is for you.
I appreciate that. And if these two can bring it, do me a favor if you're watching at home, try and punch anything in the air for 3 minutes straight. If you don't think these guys are bringing the heat, just punch the air for 3 minutes. Do me a favor, let me know how it
And
goes.
then imagine getting hit while doing that.
Correct, by someone your size.
Or breathe with each strike.
Exactly. Well, let's see. We'll see if these guys want to take it to round 3. If we want to put it to an end. In round 2, it's NFA 18. The action continues.
Yeah, both these men legit heavyweights. You know, sometimes you get people that call themselves heavyweights. You're like,
Right.
These both are legit heavyweights.
Was that the first leg kick we've seen tonight, really?
I believe so, yeah.
Just trying to slow down the stalking
Well, no,
a little bit.
I was about to say Jordan was throwing some. I don't know if they landed, though. Because Terrell was coming in pretty hard, so I think it was more on the hip. So a little different here. It seems like Jordan's gone to more of the sniper aspect where he's trying to pick his shots. Terrell's trying to keep the velocity going.
Ooh, good 1-2 there.
Ooh, again that knee. Also, one thing about heavyweights is, you know, it only takes one. Especially as they get tired.
Tell you what, Terrell's trying to uncork one.
Terrell's one of those kickboxers, kind of like Dan Herrero, who just keeps coming forward. You hit them, but they just keep coming. And sometimes that can be discouraging when you're throwing everything you got and nothing happens.
Ooh, to the calf.
Yeah, that's a good calf kick. Oh, good answer back. Terrell picking up the pace a bit.
I was going to say, if you're Brackins, you want to circle out and get away from that cage.
Yeah, I don't know if Brackins is disguising that he's tired, because he's breathing fine, but the momentum is it's slowed down a lot since the first round.
Quite a bit.
But again, I don't know, maybe he's just trying to pick a shot. That knee's been there all day, though.
It's interesting, body shots on a heavyweight. Sometimes they just don't work as well.
Why is that, Jordan?
You know, you could say because it's the weight difference, but sometimes you can just hit there all day and they'll just stalk you down.
I was just curious how you'd answer that.
It's one thing I've noticed sparring on.
A little bit of chatter after the bell. Stay break of the action. It's going to a third round. Biggest surprise of the evening so far in the first Chris Denman approved heavyweight fight tonight.
And for heavyweights, it hasn't been boring.
No, not at all.
Unfortunately, again, it did follow Duncan Munoz.
And they are in shape.
Yeah.
Heavyweights in the third round. They finished the second round there, still pretty crisp. Now, they're not fresh, but they've been fighting for 6 minutes, and I've been pretty impressed with this. It's going to be interesting to see who separates this round, because that could probably say who's going to win.
Yeah, like I said, Jordan might be tired. He's hiding it well if he is, but he's not breathing heavy. No. I'm just curious on why he slowed down so much.
Right.
I don't know if he just saw something, wanted to pick his shots, or if he is legitimately tired and just trying to hide it.
I think he just might be trying to counterpunch him over the top, because he was effective in that early.
And you might be right. I like to paint my own narratives. You know how I am.
You never know. They could have thrown a kick and all of a sudden have an injured toe that's effective.
That's true.
Very strange.
Well, Terrell says we're going to keep up the pace.
Comes out quick. Oh, and here we go.
This is how you make a statement. Nice body work there, too.
It's going to be another interesting one to judge.
Yep. Oh.
I feel like the power shots have been Jordan, but Terrell's had the abundance of hits.
Held him a little bit longer.
Oh, nice. Yeah, Jordan's not throwing like he's tired. He's still throwing bombs. You never know. Maybe Terrell got some respect out of him, too.
Well, to keep backing up like that is exhausting. It's definitely much easier to be the guy walking forward than backward.
Yeah, I'm going to say Jordan's probably tired now. He's looking a little sluggish. He needs to keep moving, though.
I was going to say, he might risk getting a fight called.
I was going to say that, getting it stopped. Best is looking really close.
See, and I think this helps Ursery the break, because he can go back to stalking.
Yeah, Ursery's smiling at him now, like, let's go.
He knows he's got him a little bit tired. Now, if he could drop him, if he could just unload on that body a little bit after he goes high, he might be able to catch him breathing.
Yeah, Jordan's banging that body with that knee, but like you said, Terrell just doesn't seem to be.
There's a guy named Byron Stevens. Body shots never worked on him either.
Final 20 seconds here, NFA 18 in the third round of a heavyweight kickboxing match.
Must be missing his liver. The only thing I think, that kind of went through the block. Terrell fell that through the block.
Couple shots to end it.
Wow.
Respect at the end. Yeah. Great heavyweight kickboxing matchups, a tough one for the judges. Jordan, what are your thoughts right now?
If I had to nod it somewhere, I'd probably go Ursery because of the way he was more aggressive during the rounds. Now, there were great counters, especially that knee right up the middle from Brackins. So when I say that, it's very close, but I think the third round might have separated him. Now, we go round by round, obviously, but on the totality of the fight that I'm looking at, I would say the way it ends, if you say who I thought won, I would lean toward Ursery.
I think Ursery also no-selling those knees helped out a lot because Jordan's power shots, Terrell didn't really sell, which makes it harder for the judges to actually classify them as that much more damaging than a normal shot.
Well,
absolutely.
And these guys are in really good shape. The reason Brackins ended up looking more tired is because he had to go backwards the whole time. We don't walk backwards, we walk forward. So if you're walking forwards, you're more used to that. Backing up, there's an art to it to counter, but in a cage, it's a little bit hard, especially when you're a heavyweight because you run out of room.
Oh, I did it as 35, where I was a counter striker, and it was tiring for me. I could only imagine adding, another 100-plus pounds, 150 pounds to that. No, I'm good.
Yeah. Shout out to a great fight and a great matchup. Before too long, we'll go back to Karen. We'll hear from the other side of the main event. So get excited for that backstage interview, or actually full stage. But we'll have a decision here in a minute. They do have a tough one here.
This is
I love that both guys are upright. And as much as I wanted to see a knockout for the excitement, I do love that we got to see some conditioning on display and some tough competitors going at it for 3 rounds.
As we talked about earlier, I feel like I matched a good card, but it's up to them to show. I think the first 3 fights have really.
They really have.
They made me proud. Yeah.
Yep.
Proud of you, Lance. And,
they've all delivered.
They got to do it. I cannot take that credit. I just put them together.
NFA 18. Let's go to the official decision in cage with Mike Kindle.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of amateur kickboxing, we go to the judges' scorecards. Judge Carr scores the bout 29-20 Ursery. Judge Hyatt scores his bout 29-28 Brackins. And Judge Francis scores his bout 29-28 for your winner by split decision, Terrell Ursery.